Hi people, it's Archivist here, and today I'm extremely happy because, well, I've got a new graphics card. So for as long as I've been doing this channel, I've been using a GTX 770 with 2GB of VRAM, and that bit at the end there is the real problem because so many games now are using really high resolution textures that 2GB of VRAM just isn't enough in some cases. For example, in Evolve, I've mentioned this before, how I have to put the setting down to medium before because on very high I just needed more VRAM. It just wasn't really possible on my GTX 770. But now I have a GTX 970 with 4GB of VRAM. But rather than showing Evolve, I thought I'd show a really demanding game with really demanding max settings, and that is Ryse Son of Rome. So you're seeing here Ryse Son of Rome at high settings, and the game is mind-blowing visually, and it's a great way of demonstrating your card. I think because it's made by Crytek, you know, the people who made Crysis, I think really it's become the new benchmarking game. It's fairly well optimized, so it's not stuttering all over the place like Far Cry is. It's a demanding game, but you can see why it's demanding. It's what we like to see here. I did try Far Cry 4, and I was hoping please that the stuttering be gone, and it wasn't gone. I mean, I think that's the game's problem. If a GTX 970 is still showing that, then what can it be? I mean, I don't think it's anything else bottlenecking in my system. I've got 16GB of RAM and an i7 as well, so I don't think it's that. I think certain games, the coding is just a bit off, and this really has just confirmed it. But Ryse Son of Rome is a very nice looking game and an excellent game to demonstrate what this card is capable of. And an interesting thing as well is how well priced this is. The GTX 980, the one above this, is a little bit better, but it costs quite a lot more. And you've also got some AMD R9, I can't remember the full numbers, but the cards that are basically on par but double the price. I would always recommend sticking with NVIDIA. I'm always very pleased with the results when it comes to an NVIDIA card. Plus, as I keep saying, you get all the nice little GameWorks bonuses as well. I just think NVIDIA really are the way to go, very much in the way that Intel are the way to go when you're just getting a CPU. When I first got the card, I had the initial concern that it wouldn't be compatible with my motherboard, and when I turned the computer on for the first time after putting the new card in, I thought, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break, and thankfully it actually worked first time. Very thankful that it all went smoothly. Also, something I was concerned about was the power requirements for this card, but when I did a bit of research, it turns out that these new 900 series cards are actually more power efficient than the 700 cards, so you don't have to worry about power at all. In fact, it's less of a problem, so that's great. I tried it with a few different games. I tried, as I mentioned, Far Cry, but not great results there. I tried it with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, excellent results there. 60 frames per second, 1080p, max settings fine. Also, what else did I do? Batman Arkham Origins, same thing there, 1080p, 60 frames per second, max settings. Just seems to be excellent, seems to be doing fine. I think it's only going to start encountering problems if you're going up to 4K gaming. So that's all I really have to say in this video. I'm just sharing how excited and happy I am because it means that in future videos I'll be able to show more games with better graphics and hopefully higher frame rates as well. So, as always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.